We are the mainstream media, bringing you the truth every day. We're independent media, bringing you the truth that the mainstream media won't tell you. We're independent social media man, on the ground and telling it like it is, bruh. No, we are. No, we are. Nah, bruh, we are. No, we are. No, we are. Nah, bruh, we are. No, we are. No, we are. Fuck y'all, we are. No, we are. We are. We are. No, fuck y'all, we are. Nah, bruh, we are. Nah, bruh, we are. Bruh, no, bruh.
That was aggressive, brah.
Yes. Doesn't that to me gets across the idea of just being so frustrated with all this information coming at you. You don't know what to believe.
Yeah, because you really don't.
Exactly.
Really. You know, and because this is how we started, like this is how the show went, this is how it started. I saw this morning on Global, it said that Neil Young isn't mad at Joe Rogan, but he believes that the people at Spotify should quit their jobs.
Wow.
Like, okay, Neil, then you fucking pay these people's money. You pay them. Simple. I'd be like, okay, but are you gonna pay my salary? I'll quit. And then are you gonna cover my free Spotify membership?
There was a time where Spotify employees wanted Joe Rogan off their platform. Now Neil Young wants the Spotify people gone. Joe Rogan doesn't want anyone gone. So even though he's the springboard or the catalyst for all this in the first place.
I say, would he be the antagonist in this story then?
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, it almost be you know, can you imagine how fucked up a movie would be, just like every perspective, like a twisted Pulp Fiction on this situation, like how everybody in each party is coming at this, and you got like Rogan's just like high and doesn't know what's going on. Spotify are a bunch of yuppies, you know, who signed a contract with this guy for a shit ton of money and they don't know what to do. And Neil Young is like, hey, where's my pudding? You know, like
Chad's got his pudding.
Chad's probably got it, yeah. Because he's not sick anymore. He didn't die from the vid. So now
did he get the Rona?
Yeah, he got the Rona. He got my Corona. Ooh, my little sickly one. My sickly one.
You know who we don't see in the chat anymore is Chad's wife.
Yeah, Tamara.
Yeah, what's up with that?
She says she loves me and then she's not even here anymore.
Wow, she pumped you and then dumped you, bro.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Fucked and chucked me. Yeah.
Oh, so you went from pudding pops to a snack pack. Wow.
I was gonna say something so inappropriate there.
Yeah? Is it gonna get us kicked off?
No. Well, wouldn't be the worst thing. Never mind. I'm not even. Never mind.
But you can make a worse joke because Chad says that she bowls on Thursdays, so that's all yours.
That's what you think.
Thought you were going somewhere else with the word bowl.
No, I was gonna go somewhere with snack pack. And how the fuck did you know that was my name for Tammy? Oh, she's my fucking vanilla pudding pop. Fuck. I've been so gassy the last week. It's been ridiculous. I ripped one the other night and even got the old leg kick going. Kim was fucking she was mortified, but she was laughing so hard. Her tits. She was crying. Like Kim was crying. She was laughing.
She's crying into her tits?
Well, I was, but you know, that's a whole other thing. I couldn't fucking believe it. Like, holy shit. There she is. I love her.
Thanks for the laugh, Jolene. Oh, hello, Tamara.
I love her.
I bowl, so I can't. So is
that's
she
what
at
we're
the bowling
calling
alley
it.
right
That's
now?
what we'll tell them where you are. You're bowling.
Yep.
Bowling.
Oh dear. Yeah, and it only gets worse from here, bringing you the lowest tier in online entertainment as in the description.
Yes.
And the reason I did that is that so we can only go up from there, even though we probably won't.
Yeah, because you set it down like that bar really, really low. That way, when you come up, it's kind of like the fat guy thing is where you wear track pants all the time. But then when you wear jeans, they're like, oh my God, you dressed up. You're like, yeah, I did. Look, I wore jeans.
Yeah, lowest common denominator.
Lowest common denominator. And really, like, and we lowest common denominator because if I don't know if anyone noticed, probably not, maybe a few, because we usually do get the odd on my Facebook page. I caught myself a Facebook ban.
Oh.
I had no idea I couldn't go live. Like I can't go live for 90 days.
Well,
And
85 now.
85 now, but I had no idea until Alex messaged me, sent up the show going, your Facebook's all fuckety. And yeah, it is for putting up a stupid meme that I still maintain is hilarious. But apparently Facebook did not.
Nope. Facebook doesn't care about your sense of humor because you don't care about other people's feelings. So no post for you.
Actually, I can post. Instead, I can post. I just can't go live. So, hello, Quint.
Oh, Quinn. Yeah, we haven't seen Quinn in a while either. Hope she's doing all right. I bet she's not allowed to watch the show because it's a negative influence on her psyche.
No.
No, because she's met you in person. She's already ruined.
Oh, she already knows I'm a moron, so there's no hiding that whatsoever. Yeah, she already knows I'm a moron.
Yeah. That should have been one of the hashtag 2 morons or something like that.
Yeah, 2 morons. That works. You know, we have discussed quite randomly, and I know this is how our show goes, and we got the usuals here. But if someone stumbles across it, we're very, you know. And I am not a Trudeau fan whatsoever, but my Facebook's been blowing up with like resign Trudeau and blah blah blah. Nobody was coming out of this unscathed. Like it wouldn't have mattered if there would have been who was running for the Conservatives. I don't even remember. Was it O'Toole? No. Who the fuck? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
But it wouldn't have mattered either way. They're fucked. Right? Like it's... Oof.
Yeah, there are too many people out there in this day and age, and this is based on absolutely no data whatsoever that say, we don't need politicians, we don't need government, we can do everything ourselves. Yeah, there have been way too many movies about people trying to govern themselves, and that has turned out horribly every time.
Yeah, can anyone else tell me, like, anytime it's ever got, like, where a society has tried to make its own leaders and not have their own bosses, well, not but own leaders, and like we designated them, like we kicked out, like, when has it ever worked out? Because power corrupts humans. It doesn't matter what you think. You get a little bit of power, and they're not going to give it up. That's the thing, right? So it's very, don't think that people are just going to go, oh, sure, we'll just let you guys figure this out. Right? You have to see the joke of, it happened with the Jurassic Park thing where it said, like, there was a meme going around. I don't know if it was even true, but it was funny where there was a headline that said, scientists have figured out how to pull dinosaur DNA from mosquitoes. And someone wrote, there is literally 5 movies about how this is a bad idea.
Bad idea, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with this whole overthrow of the government, police ourselves. It's happened in how many movies? It never ends up right, never turns out good, ever.
Yes, that's dead.
Yes,
that's a great example.
Perfect,
the
Bruce.
Beach.
Yep.
I saw The Beach. I saw it in the theater.
We saw it in the theater. I was there for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to we saw that in the theater. Yeah, and that's a great way to put it, Bruce. Yeah, The Beach. Perfect.
And over on Frank's channel, The Harsh Truth, they were talking, I think they're talking about it right now, the new Jurassic Park movie and trailer where they're meshing the old and the new cast. Great. I'll see it eventually, but I'm not going to rush out to the theater to go see it at this point.
Frank start really late? Because I came on a little earlier to watch his show.
Yeah, he started about 25 minutes ago before you got on with me, and before we went live, he was on for about 14 minutes at that point.
Oh, okay. He started late. Okay.
He might have had technical difficulties, which has happened the past time or two.
Yeah, because I actually was planning on, like, I got on about 6. I figured, I'll go watch Frank for a little bit. And I actually watched some of Casey's stream tonight. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was talking about some games. I can't even remember what the heck they were called. I've never heard of the games, but he's very knowledgeable
Oh yeah.
in the realm of video games. And yeah, it was about a Japanese title. So yeah, it was different. I sat and I watched for the last 20 minutes of the show. It was very knowledgeable. So I will give
Nice.
Casey credit. He does know what he's talking about when it comes to the video games. So
Yeah, some people's brains are wired like that. With other people, yourself and Butt Blaster Brody, you guys know sports knowledge of untold proportions. Other guys like Casey, he devotes his time to games. People like me, movies.
mhm.
Ryan, drinking. No, I'm kidding. Hope you're doing all right, Ryan. Good to see you.
So, I do again. This is our show. That's what I love about our show, bouncing everywhere. Happy 60th birthday to Cliff Burton. He would have been 60 years old today.
Wow.
Yeah, if he hadn't passed away in that accident.
And that was what, 1984 that happened?
84. And then it's 86. Let's see. You think you're correct, but yeah, and it's a crazy story about that. Like, I'm not 86. So they were touring and they had actually drawn straws to see who got to choose what bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cliff took Hetfield's bed.
Yeah, it was to be Hetfield. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's insane, eh?
Yeah, imagine Metallica without Hetfield instead of Burton. That would have been, I don't know.
I wonder if they would have patched it up with Dave Mustaine.
Yeah, I wonder if he would have stepped in as lead singer and guitarist, or was he lead guitarist or rhythm guitarist?
He was lead.
Okay, he was lead.
Yeah, because Kirk Hammett replaced him. So yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah, it's interesting how people change spots over time.
Yeah.
Wow, look who it is! Hey, good
really?
to see you. Really, Jesus, it's been a while.
We haven't seen Butt Blaster Brody in a little while now. So
yeah, and I bet just as you say that, he's logging on to type in some nasty comment about you right now. No, he's up in camp, isn't he?
I have no idea where he is.
Yeah, dox him right now. Do it.
Dox him. What's doxing?
Jesus, all we need now is to hear from Shlomo and maybe Penny and Trish, and that'll cover the people who haven't been here in a while. Good to see you again, really.
People, yeah. I'm just searching through the internet here. Let's see what we got. No, I don't think it's at the bottom of the lake.
The real Fredo, yes. Our Fredo?
Our Fredo, yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay. What is in the news?
You mean aside from the Rona and the convoy and the protests?
I don't know if I can find anything. Oh, did you see how Bob Saget actually passed away?
I saw that headline briefly. Wasn't it something to do with head trauma?
Yeah, he struck the back of his head.
Jesus.
And he just played it off like, oh, it's no big deal. And yeah, that's what killed him. Crazy, right?
So it was a delayed thing. He struck the back of his head. He was walking around. He was fine. He went to sleep, and then he just gone. Wow. Now, I've heard that happening in car crashes. People have delayed injury reactions. You get in the wreck and you're fine, and then a half hour or an hour later, you're completely disoriented. Your back is messed up. You can't move your left arm or something like that. It's strange how the body works like that.
Right? Yeah, like once everything, kind of dies down and whatnot, like your adrenaline almost just stops going, and it's like, okay, we're done. Right? Like,
yeah, so adrenaline has a lot to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone had said, I don't want to say it was anyone on Drew's show, but that's where I'm leaning to, is that, maybe it was the shots that killed him. Ooh, because he's 65. Yeah. Absolutely no evidence behind that whatsoever.
No.
And I find it interesting that it was said last year, once the shots came out, people are going to die from the shots in 2 to 5 years. And I've said this before. Oh, so you mean there was research done to back up this claim? right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Well, I guess we'll see in the next 2 to 5 years.
Yeah. Speaking of 65 and old people, did you hear what happened on Wheel of Fortune? This is a very fun-loving story, I believe.
Wasn't it someone who got the highest score ever?
Well, yes, but this is the third time this week that someone has won the $100,000 grand prize.
That's ridiculous.
And Pat Sajak actually walked off the set. He's like, "This is ridiculous!" Like he actually walked off the set.
Jeez.
I watched the video this morning, and he's like, "Yeah, after we keep winning, after everyone keeps winning, we're just going to be giving away, what did he say, like canned ham and chips. we don't have a budget anymore."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Governor. Heather.
Hello, Heather.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I feel for you, really. That's a full-time job right there, especially if they've got dementia or Alzheimer's. Oof. I feel for you if that's the case.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Yeah, now my dad's a great example of what I was talking about earlier. Dad is 66 and a half. He's got 2 shots and a booster. He smoked for 30 plus years. So, his health isn't great, yet the shots didn't kill him. And to my knowledge and my anecdotal experience, he has not been negatively affected by the shots at all whatsoever. So this idea that the shots are killing people, well, bruh, where's your evidence?
Well, and I'll go on the opposite end. Your dad goes for walks. Your dad is a skinnier man. My father eats like shit, smokes like a fucking chimney.
Yeah.
And is not very healthy. And he's had both shots and a booster. And he's fine. For a guy who is overweight and smokes like a chimney.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah. Oh.
Me either.
Oh.
Joe, you got to give context to this. It happens, and this is what happens on Facebook, because Facebook's streaming capabilities are very slow with regards to catching up on comments. So by the time you comment on something, we've already moved on, unfortunately.
Okay, so I've not watched the video. I can't watch. I got an ad blocker. But so I just clicked on this because I'm just looking for stuff for us to BS about. Yeah. A video shows a woman shoved off a Vancouver bus after she spits on a passenger. Did you hear about this?
No.
Yeah, so in Metro Vancouver, transit police are investigating after a video uploaded to TikTok surfaced showing a woman spitting on a bus passenger and the man retaliating by shoving her off the bus. Fucking good. You're lucky that's all you got. There is a lot of things in the world you can do to people. Spit, like, and yes, okay, of course, you throw poo at someone or pee on them. Yes, that's okay. But I mean, like, just the reaction to being mad. You spit on someone, you deserve to be punched in the face. I don't care who you are. You spit on someone, that is the lowest you can go. It's, in my opinion, one of the lowest things you can do to somebody. Spit on them.
Pretty much, because on a bus, spitting is considered a form of assault, especially against transit employees, and will be prosecuted as such. So this follows the same rules. Spitting, assault, kind of same thing. But I don't know if retaliation by physical force is exactly equivalent. It shouldn't have been, like, neither should have been done. How many times, I can't count, have I seen on Facebook where people talk trash on the internet because if they said that shit in real life, they get punched. Well, no, you don't have to resort to physical violence if someone's talking trash on you. You just be the better person as an adult and you walk away, or you engage in rap battle tactics and you go after them as they've gone after you. It doesn't have to get physical. We should have societally evolved by now that we don't have to attack people just because they hurl words at us. Now, it depends on the word in this day and age.
Now, that being said, though, too, I mean, there's you're still animals, and it's that basic thing again. Like, yeah, I mean, I can't say I wouldn't react like that if someone had spit on me.
We ain't nothing but mammals, animals. Some of us mammals. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics.
The cut of a people open like cantaloupes, but if we can hump the animals and animals, there's no reason another man and another man can't elope. But if you feel how I feel, I got the antidote. Women with your pantyhose, sing the chorus, and it goes. I like Eminem.
Yeah, his old stuff was good, says the old man. Yeah. Yeah, and as Chad was saying earlier, how many billion vaccines have been given by now? I'm not seeing any mass graves anywhere. Bro, you got to go on TikTok and Twitter and YouTube. It's happening all over the place, and nobody's talking about it. The government's covering it up.
I still like how you said that. You know, when people are like, it's the government, they're trying to get rid of people, and like they can't organize this. The chaos that has happened, like it's like police academy or like a loaded weapon or
Yes.
or naked gun. It's like a naked gun. Like it's like Spaceballs. It's like Dark Helmet and fucking, you know, what was President Screw? Like there's no way. That's what it's like Spaceballs is running this country right now. Keep firing, assholes. Right? Because that's totally what, like, fuck.
Yeah, they've stumbled way too many times and gone back and forth and flip-flopped on this for there to be a master plan. Now, of course, someone can make the case, our provincial government is being controlled by the globalists. Well, who are the globalists? Well, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, and okay, prove it.
It's these guys.
The Bilderbergs. Illuminati confirmed. Yes. Yeah, it must be. Just blame some outside unseen force that you can't prove does or does not exist, and you got your boogeyman. And now you can make all your conspiracy theories.
I'm your boogeyman. I'm your boogeyman. I'm just looking at the videos. What else we got here? Oh, cool. So I forgot about the segue video.
Colonel Sanders. Tots up. Tits up. No, I like tots up.
Tots up. Get your tits up. Guess that's only funny if you know the comedian pick. So, bitch. Yes. What else? Come.
Hey, Really is in Eastern Canada. Really, what do you think about the occupation of Ottawa? That's so stupid. It's not an occupation. It's a protest. These idiots saying it's an occupation. You guys are just as exaggeratingly silly as other people. Yeah, that's my great critique. Okay. Yellow Vest. I remember first seeing Yellow Vest in France. Sons of Odin. I have no idea. Isn't that a TV show? No, I'm kidding.
No, they're a group in like a big thing in Alberta here.
Okay.
Like kind of like the Proud Boys. They're those kind of. Yeah, same kind of thing.
You know what? I had no idea the Olympics were going on until about a week ago. I am not watching the Olympics. I really don't care at this point.
You know what? As Smokey would say, I don't give a fuck. Damn. that was Ruby Rose. Come in, my man. What a great movie. Come in.
I'm right there with you, really. Simpletons spouting idiotic conspiracy theories. Yeah, but then when you try and engage with some of them, they just go off with this and this and this and that and this and this, and you're trying to say, well, hold on, let me look up this thing first. And they're already going off on 5 other things. Yeah.
Fuck was that?
Is that your family drama, or are you just wigging out for nothing?
I don't know what that was.
Even Don Cherry said
I need to look that up.
Wow.
Okay, so okay, let me look that up there, Bruce, because oh my god, if we're not right. But he said those people, now it's getting burned.
Fake news.
Don Cherry.
Yeah, and I bet Don Cherry said it like this. You people have made your point, now you people need to go home. You people. It is getting boring at this point. At least the city ordinance is now that they can't honk their horns, which is, kind of noise pollution, which makes sense, but they can still be there protesting. I mean, the point of a protest is to affect change, so they're not going anywhere. Why don't people understand this?
So that's now saying that, I'd like to talk about this with a bunch of different people in chat. No, and this, I'm serious. So if as everything that's gone on now, it's been 14 days. And these people that are right now in Ottawa have been accused of being far right, basically gun-toting fucking hillbillies, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Now, this is what we do on this show. We play devil's advocate to things. We bring up opinions and make conversation. So, that being said, aside from the one incident where the gentlemen were apparently trying to light an apartment building on fire, which I still can't find anything off about these guys. I remember they tried to say they were part of the truck convoy and whatnot. I haven't been able to find anything more confirming that. But if we take this protest that is going on right now in Ottawa, and let's just compare that to the BLM protests that happened down in the States. Right now, there's nothing on fire. People aren't being assaulted. There's no looting. There's no big rioting. And this is what it is, folks. If people aren't happy with what I'm saying, this is what is happening. And if you remember that when everything was going on down south and we were talking about it on this show, everything was on fire. I mean, when they were reporting on it, remember the protests are the protests are being mainly peaceful. The CNN guy. Meanwhile, there's a fucking building on fire behind him. I think he said, what did he say? Mostly,
yeah.
Mostly peaceful. So, I mean, I'm just laying out there and to me, I'm shocked that there have been more stories trying to come out about violence and whatnot, but there's been really none of that.
Yeah, this is how you protest non-violently, and this is how you get your point across non-violently, and they're doing it right at this point.
Yep, I completely agree.
Now, of course, there are a few people on my Facebook page who will, before I get to that, okay, that's what I was going to get to. I have heard, so do not take this as gospel. Do not take this as the truth. This is just things I've seen on social media, so you know not to believe it. You got to question it. That in the first few days of the protest in Ottawa, that people from the protest were urinating and defecating in the yards and on the residences of those in Ottawa, in or near the downtown core. And some people were using that to criticize the movement as a whole, which does not make sense. Sure, you go after those individual people and say, what the hell are you doing? But you can't paint the entire group that way. And I had seen something on the Facebook about that. Yeah, the Canada Goose Mob. Really should be called the Canada Goose Mob, because at the end of the day, it was mostly just honking and shitting everywhere. Now, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I thought it was funny nonetheless.
It is. But here, and this is the thing, Chad. Okay, so they're pissing on war memorials. Though funny when truckers know, okay. Now, if they were pissing on war monuments, you figure they'd be really, really going after them. And the last story was written about that January 31st. So if that was really happening, I'm sure the stories would be still running, because it is now February 10th.
Yeah.
So that was 11 days ago. So please fuck off with that. That's again, things where you're trying to bait people. And I'm not saying Chad's doing it. It was out there. There were news stories. But that's, again, baiting people to think, oh, these guys are pieces of shit and blah, blah, blah. And,
Yeah, it will only engage those who like to engage in blanket statements and painting everyone with the broad brush, which we should all know by now in this day and age that you shouldn't do that. And even what really is saying, right-wing extremists and PPC supporters. That may be some in the crowd, but that's not the entire crowd. There are people in the protests who are of all different religions and races, and the protest cannot be painted as white supremacist. Even if Pat King, the founder, has made those similar statements, you can't paint everyone with that brush. It just doesn't make sense.
Okay, so
maybe I don't know. Maybe in Alberta somewhere.
Okay, you know what? Here, I'll do it right now. Okay? Hold on a second. What the fuck did that just say? Sorry.
Remember to clear your history.
No, I'm okay.
I'd like to know what someone across the pond, in this case Heather, thinks about these protests going on.
So I'm going to go on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going on. There's just Amazon. Okay.
Yep.
I doubt it, but... Oh, fuck, Nazi flag. You can order it right off fucking Amazon.
Wow. What about Confederate?
Wow, yeah, it's right on. Now I'm just looking as I scroll down. Hey, look, that's the old school at Budweiser with the chicks with the bikinis. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, you can't get the full one, but you can get like, this is the one that's on. So I guess you can't really get that's on Amazon. So anyone can see, this is Amazon stuff, guys. I'm just looking for the show. No, you actually can't. What the heck is that?
Knackered NED. Nice language from across the pond. I like that. We get a little more of a perspective.
Okay. Now, this was brought up, and someone made a great point about this. This is the slant, depending how people want to change things. And I looked this up because one of the big things people were carrying on about was that the Terry Fox monument was defaced. Okay, hold on.
Defaced, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this is the picture I'm going to show. This is on Toronto City News, so it's right down there, okay? So I will share this screen. And someone brought this up. I don't know where they brought it up, but once I bring the picture up, so that was defaced. He's got a flag around his neck. He's wearing a hat. They put a broomstick with the flag upside down and just mandate freedom. That's all it says on there, okay?
Yeah, that's not defacement to me.
No, so this is the problem. The media is saying that it has been defaced. And I will say before I say my comment, I am a friend of the Pride movement. How is this any different than when it's a Pride festival or parade that they put the gay flag in his hand and put a ribbon around his head and put, which is, again, it doesn't matter. But don't say that one is defacing and
it's cosplay.
Don't say that's defacing when you have other groups who have used that statue and done the same thing with it, but with their flags.
Yeah.
So that's that thing. That's, again, painting things into a negative light just to cause a story where there's not a story.
Yeah. Good night, old timer. Thanks for coming by.
Now, I have a funny swastika story, and I know how you say it's funny, but this is a funny swastika story. We were at the Burger King on 3rd Avenue in Lethbridge, okay? And I was with my friend Rob, and Rob orders his food. And he steps back, and he goes like this to me. He goes, he's tapping his chest. I'm like, fuck you, what? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, look at her name tag. And sure as shit, she's a little Filipino lady, and the name on the tag says swastika. And I'm like, okay, this has to be a joke. This has to be a rib. It's like someone's fucking with this poor girl, right? I never get my receipt. I'll take my receipt. And I take the receipt. Like, it says fucking swastika. So this girl's name. So then I actually did some research. In the Philippines, swastika is a symbol of good luck.
Okay.
And I remember thinking, like, man, like when she came here and she like had to sign her paperwork and stuff to come to work in Canada, her worker should have been like, hey, maybe you should change your name to Trish
Yeah.
or like Amy, just please. Because that's not because I was shocked. I thought they were messing with this poor girl. I really, really did. Because her name was Swastika. And I was just, wow, unfucking real.
That's messed up.
Yeah, right? So different things for different, mean different things. But yeah, you figure someone would have just given her a bit of a heads up. Like, hey, you know, don't. So yeah.
Yeah, different things occur in different cultures. Apparently, in Iran, if you do this, the thumbs up, it's the same as doing that here. Apparently, I don't know for sure, but that's what I've heard. So someone can do the research on that. Yeah, it's an ancient Hindu. The swastika was an ancient Hindu symbol. It was adopted by the Nazis in the 30s, and they repurposed it for their cause, if you want to call it a cause. Laughing stock, I guess, looking back on it now, because we won, bitches. Y'all lost. Yeah, it sucks how some things, some symbols get repurposed or redone, and it can't go back from there. It's that thing forever.
No, yeah. There's just some things like you lose, right?
Yeah, you lose forever.
A bunch of comedians have different different bits on like the rainbow, how the rainbow is now for gay pride, right?
Yeah.
And Ralphie May did one back in 2004, and he was like, I don't remember having a goddamn meeting about the fucking rainbow. I want the rainbow back, motherfucker. Because he's talking about how you draw a house, put a house in a cloud with the sun, you put a rainbow over it. Gay. He's like, I don't remember having a fucking meeting about this. And he's like, what the fuck does sucking dick have to do with the rainbow anyways? It's not like it's magically delicious. Because if it was, we wouldn't have trouble getting you girls to do it sometimes, would you? And then Rogan said it once. He's like, we all know what the rainbow means. If I came out here in a rainbow shirt, everybody'd be like, I fucking knew it. Yeah, it's just I don't think we're getting that back. I don't think we're getting the rainbow back either. So
no, it's theirs now. Apparently, the Christian church was mad about the rainbow being taken because they had it for a good decent amount of time, and then the culture shifted, and the pride flag took it over. However, the story went, I don't know. Nice. You said research, and I wanted to bring up this TikTok video, but before I do, really had a hell of a comment. There was a client. Oh, that had to be a troll. It was a Sri Lankan guy. Wow, his parents really hated him, I guess. I guess abortion was outlawed in Sri Lanka. So, like, we're going to give this fucker the worst possible name ever just to show him how much we hate him. Jesus. That's terrible. There was a movie. It's a kind of mockumentary from, I think, 2014 or 2015. It's called Look Who's Back. And it's about Adolf Hitler somehow being transported from Germany in May 1945 to the present day. And all of a sudden he's like, what the hell am I doing here? And he apparently goes around either Germany or Austria, and he makes a name for himself because of what he says. And I think for some of the movie, the actor who was portraying Adolf Hitler, he just went up to random people and started talking to him. And I think it was the older generation kind of nodded their head and took to what he was saying, or maybe it was the younger generation, but there was a demographic of people who kind of agreed with what he was talking about with regards to immigration and policy and such. It's an interesting movie. I think it's called Look Who's Back. Prince Philip, that guy was a piece of shit, if I remember correctly. Who was it that said, if I were to die and if reincarnation was real, and I'm paraphrasing it, if I were to return, I would do so as a virus to contribute to the solving of overpopulation. I'm pretty sure that was Prince Philip who said that.
I think Prince Philip also, and this was an Eddie Izzard bit, was talking about how the stupid things Prince Philip has said. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Eddie Izzard says this about Prince Philip, says that he was actually in China, and he's like, yeah, you don't want to stay here too long because your eyes will start turning like this. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently he's said some pretty stupid shit.
Ooh.
Yeah. Take the hint, really stay away from them.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got to disavow from those people, even though I bet in their culture, those things are completely accepted, but they're not there. They're here.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you got to remember. Like, and oh, fuck. See, you can't say without sounding like a complete dick. I'm not saying, you can't practice your religion, but there are certain things where you got to go, okay, this isn't acceptable here. Like, you can't do that here,
Yeah.
you know?
I thought that was Archie Bunker. Everybody's favorite racist grandpa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that. I thought it was freaking Archie Bunker.
I can't remember what comedian said that, but it was something like, you have grandpa around just to hear the stupid racist shit he says, and you say, okay, grandpa, you go back to bed and take your nap now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite grandpa bit was Daniel Tosh talking about how, he's like, I'm gonna adopt a kid. Well, no, I don't want to be their parent. I want to be the grandpa. But see, because grandpa can be creepy, and it's not creepy because you're grandpa.
Yeah.
And you can be like, hey, for your friends, come sit on my lap. And like, oh, grandpa, so it's not creepy when you're grandpa.
Yes, that wouldn't surprise me. Apparently, a bunch of the top Nazi brass escaped to places like Argentina and Honduras and other places in South America. And there were people who were hunting them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if it's hard to say, because apparently Hitler committed suicide and the Russians got there first. And now this is just a rumor and probably a myth. Stalin had Hitler's skull and was using it as an ashtray. Now, don't believe that. Do not believe that. That's just like Marilyn Manson removing the ribs. It's probably not true. What fashion icon designed the Nazi uniforms? Hugo Boss. Claims. Yeah. I got what you were saying, really. My brain auto-corrected what you were putting in there. Yeah, I got it.
You're actually right. It was Hugo Boss.
Yeah, I've heard enough people say that over the years. Yeah.
So why hasn't he been outed?
Hugo Boss?
Like, why hasn't, okay, now, and I don't agree with this whatsoever, because it was back in 1931, but he was part of the Nazi Party. He joined the Nazi Party in 1931. Like, right? So
there's a great movie from, I think, 1979 called The Boys from Brazil. And it's all about trying to resurrect the Aryan...
the Aryan Nation?
Well, the Aryan Nation, trying to produce boys with blonde hair and blue eyes through genetics. And it's an interesting movie. There are two really good actors in it. One is Gregory Peck and the other I can't remember, but he's a great English actor. It's a good movie. It's a decent movie. Yeah, Volkswagen. Yeah, Fanta Soda as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, I knew Volkswagen was.
Yeah.
So
there was a pharmaceutical company that was really heavily invested as well. I can't remember. Not Pfizer. I don't know if it exists anymore. Maybe it's just a changed name. Yes, absolutely, really. Jesus, where's Heather? She's usually up on the trivia. What are you doing, Heather? You should chime in on this. Bayer, yes. There you go, Ryan.
Bayer.
Yep. And Preston, I think his name was Preston Bush. George H.W. Bush's father, George W. Bush's grandfather, had at least partially or somewhat financed Nazi operations in Germany during the Second World War. Something like that.
Yeah, and I know I'm interjecting some weird knowledge here, and we'll continue it, but just a note for Valentine's Day, very important to remember, just the annual reminder that heart-shaped pizza is less pizza for the same amount of money. Remember that when you order your pizza on Valentine's Day.
But it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, what's the thought? That this is going to give me heartburn. I'm going to have to fucking eat Tums all night for it? Great.
Yes.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, roll tide on that one.
Roll fucking tide. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I was going to play that quick TikTok video about doing your research. And we've discussed similar ideas before, but I really like this one. It got the point across in a humorous way. And all credit for this goes to, I think it's Eva Fry Kolb on TikTok. It's about 20 seconds long.
Scientist that is hosting clinical trials that are then repeated and peer-reviewed by other scientists in your field, then you are not doing research. You are Googling shit to match your fucking opinion. That is called confirmation bias.
Yep. So that's your moment of enlightenment.
Yeah, enlightened I am. I am in motherfucking enlightened. God damn. Gotta hear my kid yapping over here. Just trying to find some cool shit to talk about.
I did have a picture of the Terry Fox statue.
Did you?
Yeah, had it there since last week. Oh well, it's fine.
Oh fuck! Here's some fucking signs for you guys. I need to know this is true or not because I do not have a foreskin. So for anyone who has a foreskin, is this how you guys cry? I don't know why that's so awesome. Reese, stop watching this.
I don't get it. How do you crawl inside your own foreskin and cry? I need an explanation.
Well, that's why it's got a foreskin. Please explain. Do you step into it like a sleeping bag? Like roll it inside out? Step in? And then you come out like an alien monster? Like a face clinger? And
so
we lost viewers.
Yeah, we're moving on from that. There was a counter protest to the Freedom Convoy here in Vancouver over the weekend.
Yeah.
And one of the pictures that I saw that I thought was pretty funny is here now. Honk if you don't understand science. Now, that's not exactly what they're trying to get across, but I thought it was funny nonetheless. So...
What the fuck did Heather just call it? Tagger? I've never seen an uncut.
Tadger.
Tadger?
It's almost no different than us over here giving it the name Tallywhacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. Purple-headed yogurt slinger was always my favorite one.
Jesus, we did lose viewers on that one. Ugh.
Yeah, I always thought that was my favorite one. Purple-headed yogurt slinger. Well, that's a good one. No? I think it's funny.
Heather, you have the internet. You can look at one of those whenever you want. I don't implore you to do so, but it is your choice because you have that freedom of choice.
I got a feeling it looks like an anteater.
Can we move on from talking about uncut
like that? No,
now?
Dude, like the nose from that thing on Star Wars. Remember the first Star Wars? It was like me.
It was that big long trunk, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like it looked like Gonzo.
Was that in the cantina?
That was just after they left the cantina.
Okay, because it was a blue monster, I think.
No, that was the guy who played piano. Remember, like, no, wait, that was in Jabba's hut or Jabba's boat. Yeah, Jabba's boot. They could dude with a turtleneck and chains. My sister sent me a funny picture. Which one? Oh, this one. I feel that I need this picture in my life, or this mud flap in my life. Oh, my sister sent me this.
Oi.
Oi.
Oi. Oi. Where's Redneck when you need him? Oi. Oi. TNT. Oi.
Oh, fannies are. weird
Some
looking
of them are, and some of them have been cosmetically modified to look decent. Some just look decent as they are, but age and stuff. Spaceballs. Spaceballs, the t-shirt.
Oh, that's great. Oh, fuck. I feel I need that mud flap in my life.
Jesus Christ, really?
I wonder if dudes with foreskins use it like a fucking fanny pack, but in their pants. Just put things like nickels and, like business
It's like a
cards,
kangaroo pouch.
like business cards in there and whatnot. Like, cricky!
Smuggled drugs and shit.
Yeah. It's my pouch. It's like my Pez dispenser. Wouldn't that be a lovely surprise for a lady when she's down there and you're like, look at strawberry Pez. Fruity. Just wipe off that Fermunda, you'll be fine. Oh, wow. There's some weird fannies, though. Like sometimes when they're big and white and they got dents, it looks like the fucking hailstorm hit it. Yeah, hey, so maybe if Houdini would have had, well, he probably had a foreskin, but maybe no. If he had a foreskin, maybe he could have kept the key there and he wouldn't have died. Oh, that's right. I remember when Sal did that, yeah.
Who is Sal the stockbroker? Is that from Howard Stern?
Howard Stern, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Howard Stern. It's funny is, like Howard's kind of preaching now and about whatnot. And then, that sign you meant, sir. Yes, I will show that one. But, he's kind of been on about Joe Rogan. It's like, Mr. Stern, I was a fan back in the day, but can you please stop talking? Because you were pretty derogatory, in the 90s. And
Heather, what were you talking about?
What does fanny mean in Scotland?
Oh, now we've got to pull out our Canadian to Scottish dictionary.
Yeah, I like Ed the Sock is back, but I need to share this picture. It might be hard to see. My sister sent me this. This is in Prince George.
Forget about life for a while. Oh, that's a lyric from a good song. What the hell does that say?
It says masturbate, not mandate.
Can't we have both?
Yeah. Thank you, Prince George. Thank you. Back.
Really, I'm glad you're here. It's been too long since we saw you. And this is what we do on our show. We try and deviate. Well, we try and we usually fail because we're morons. And I forgot to put up the banner from the beginning. Jesus. That we try not to talk about what everyone else is talking about. So, yeah. Ed the
Sock is actually back on Facebook. He was launching new music, Nation. And the creator went to Much Music to try to get it off the ground. They said no. And then there was a huge groundswell for Ed the Sock to come back. And Much Music tried to fucking bring back a new music thing and everybody shit on him. So they actually left it. And yeah, Ed the Sock's back. I follow him on Facebook.
Nice.
I used to love Ed the Sock, like the fromages.
Yes.
And my two favorite things on Much Music, well, three, was Beavis and Butthead, no particular order. Ed the Sock, and the Weird Al shows. Well, and yeah, Chadney actually just told me that, so the rest of Saskatchewan, Alberta, we're getting rid of mandates and the masking and you don't have to do your vaccine passports. But Chad was telling me last night, we had a conversation on the phone, and that in BC now, physiotherapists and masseuses have to be fully vaccinated to continue to practice.
That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah,
Wow.
I think there's a mandate for all the rest of the health workers to be double vaxxed. And I said, what do you mean all the rest? Like who? Because all doctors and nurses I thought had to be. And why is Chad telling us this and not Not Ryan, the redneck, because
Or
Ryan's
Sarah.
with Prince George. Or Sarah, yeah. Hilarious
I
House.
didn't
No, I never knew about that, really. Is that an old show? You ever heard of Hilarious House of Frightenstein?
Nope.
Oh, that must be an Eastern Canada thing.
All right, so I don't even know what bar this is. So update. Closure order issued. This is from the Prince George Citizen for Prince George night spot defies health orders. Videos of maskless revelers at Lambada Carabada. Where the fuck is that, Sarah?
It's a
Oh,
gay
the
bar.
gay bar. The gay bar. Let's start a war. I start a nuclear war. At the gay bar. Gay bar. Gay bar. Ow! That is an actual song. It is very catchy by Electric Six called Gay Bar. I got something to put in you. I got something to put in you.
The only
Gay bar, gay bar, gay bar. Woo!
the only song I know that's anything like that I found on YouTube. It was what in the butt? You want to put what in
he
my
was
butt?
on. Yeah, he was on. Tosh. Oh, now Sarah's sending me voice messages. Let's see. Oh, and hey, I don't talk about this stuff often. I got a big shout out to my nephew Devin. He got like A B A. So good job, D. You're the man.
Had a boy. How old is he?
13? 14.
Wow.
13, 14 in December, I believe. But take your toque off and wash your hair every once in a while. Fucking hippie. Yeah. No, good kid. Kicked ass.
Awesome. And in this day and age of ADD and cell phones, he seems to be doing pretty good. Hilarious House of Frightenstein. I'm going to watch an episode or two.
Landau, where the metal shows were. I don't. Oh, visiting your nan in Scotland. Yeah, she's from Yorkshire, remember?
Yes, I know, but Yorkshire and Scotland, now I'm going to screw this up entirely. They're not really all that far apart when you look at England on a map. Now she's going to shit all over me and say, oh, you try driving
14.
it. I know.
He's 14, turning 15. That's right.
Oh. Jesus, I wonder if Riley and Chad are around the same age. Two geriatrics watching this show.
But that doesn't change my thing, Sarah. Tell him to take his toque off and wash his hair. Fucking hippie. Right, Niskers. Tell him.
You can't do. I remember seeing You Can't Do That on television. Yeah, and Candid Camera with
Can't do that.
Jesus, who hosted Candid Camera? He was with Burt Reynolds in Smoking.
Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise. Yeah.
Was it Dom DeLuise?
I'm pretty sure he did that for a while. It's either Candid Camera or a show like that. 46 and fine. Nothing. Yeah. I figured. Unlike other people of my generation in town, I've never really had the inkling to travel across Europe by train, like backpacking and stuff. But then again, looking at the size of Europe and just how connected it is, it's not at all impossible to travel to pretty much every country by train in a good few weeks. Train here to Glasgow. Man, what is northern... I could look it up right now. Why am I asking you? But I'll ask you anyway, because you're actually there. What's it like in northern Scotland, like the Highlands and such? Probably pretty beautiful up there.
There, is that the old, right beside the Jenny, was that the old Cadillac Ranch?
It was in that area, yeah.
At the Cadillac right beside Generator? There's Penetrator, and then, yeah, if you walked out the door and you're looking this way to Kelly O'Brien's, yeah, the Penetrator and then Cadillac Ranch. Remember Kelly O'Brien's when I tried to fight the remember I tried to fight the suit of armor? And then I pushed Caddy is down the road. And then I tried to push the metal safe in front of the bathroom door. I think it was fucking heavy. No wonder we weren't allowed to go back to places. Fuck, I was an asshole.
Yeah, now that you say it, you are. You are. Holy shit.
Chad has 9 years. Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow. So you're like, can you even digest pudding at your age, really?
How do you breathe with a respirator?
Do you have the oxygen hooked up? Are you like the emperor? That's awesome. What an age. Like, that's awesome. We just got so many people. That's great. I really like it.
Yeah.
Now, where the fuck is Frodo? Now I want to see him and really go at it. What the fuck?
That'd be great.
Yeah. But
get him on here to say his old line, I will not sit here while you blah, 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 blah.
Really is ready to retire.
Rolling Hills and the Stags. Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure the pictures, and they don't. I know you did some overseas, Alex, in school, right? Like, but like I see pictures of like around Denmark and stuff like that, and it's just like, God, can you imagine seeing that in person? Like, it's just like a screensaver on my TV. Like, we paused it because me and Cohen and Kim were just having a conversation, and just showed this really beautiful picture of Denmark, the little town, and it's like, and I know they're not, but life just seems so simple there. And I actually, the first question I thought to myself was, I hope they don't even have internet there, so they don't even have the pollution of the world just to sully up this place. Because it was that, I know, but it looks that beautiful. I just hope they don't, right?
Yeah. One of my employers is Danish. She's from Denmark, and she says, yes, it's a beautiful country. And I remember the documentary Metal, A Headbanger's Journey, the first one.
Yeah.
And when they were going to Norway to interview the black metal lead singer, the train and the enslaved music that was playing, man, that's some nice looking country out that way. I would love to go to Scandinavia one day.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
It's 100 years old.
Yeah, well, I can eat a large pizza in 17 minutes. Bitch.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck life.
Deal with it.
Yeah. Deal with it. Go ahead.
There is some island south of India that's a tourist resort, and I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but that's because that's really picturesque. I want to go there one day. But apparently it's a Muslim area, but yet they allow tourists there. But oh fuck, I wish I could remember the name, because the hotels there, like, you get your own little hut on a plot of land that's surrounded by clear water. At least that's how the advertisements make it look. So it'd be nice to visit something like that. Oh, yeah. I saw a movie. I can't remember if it was Irish or Scottish. I think it was called... No, it wasn't Adam and Steve, but it was an independent movie from like 2007. And yeah, it was about a couple of junkies who just, wandered. Oh, I think it was Irish, actually, because they were in Dublin, I think. I could be wrong. It's been a while. I've seen a few movies. I can't remember everything every day, unfortunately. No, not that. Jesus, I would have to look it up. But if I look it up, my computer is going to slow down, and then Nick's going to sound like a robot. Perfect Band doesn't exist. Yes, that is real. Yes. That's great.
I love the internet. There are just days where it's like the internet is fucking just gold.
Yes. So
really
you got to mix it all together. The internet is both a terrible and a wonderful place.
It can be. It really can be. But again, like, it allows people like us to do this together. Right?
Yeah.
And we don't have a huge audience, but we have fun getting together and doing it all the time. Giggity.
Exactly. Yes, we bring the world together in some small little way, and that's good enough for me.
Me too. I quite enjoy it. I really do. Oh, here. This is when the real heroes. Yeah.
For the children.
What do you think about the children?
Of course, Train Spotting, famous
Yes.
movie.
Love
set
Train
in
Spotting.
set in Scotland,
Yeah,
mostly.
love Train Spotting. I haven't. Yeah, I don't even think I saw the second one. To be completely
it's all
honest.
right. It's
What
all
do
right.
you want, Niskers? Okay. Yeah, Cole's a twat.
In
Okay.
Bruges is great. I love that movie. Colin Farrell and oh god, who's the other older guy?
Fuck you call me?
Gleason. Not Domhnall because that's his son. Brendan Gleeson. Yeah, that's a great movie. I like that movie. One of my co-hosts from the You Missed It podcast was thinking of bringing that in, and I was like, "Oh, I love that movie," and they're like, "Nope, not bringing it in now." Me Hotel Room. That's cool. I like that. Awesome. Good for you, Heather. Even though you're like, what, 6 hours? Fuck, I keep forgetting. Is it 6 or 7 hours? It's morning, you were saying when you got here. So that's awesome. See, bringing the world together a person or two at a time.
Yeah, tell your friends. We enjoy the company.
Or don't
yeah,
keep us as your little secret.
But it's amazing though, because Heather, you're up super late, and I don't know if it's a thing with like a cultural thing, because like I've said, I game with an Irish fellow, and like if I get off work at 4:30, and I'm like, hey, if you want a game, I'll game tonight. He's like, yeah, sure, and like he has to work at 8 a.m, so he's 7 hours ahead of me, so it's already fucking 11:30, and we'll game for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. And like I don't know if it's just it's a cultural thing to stay up late over there, because I'm not like that. Not that I like stay like I like to get at least kind of 7 hours of sleep, but like yeah, I know. Well, Dwight's the same way. World champion of the galaxy, Dewey Robson. He stays up super late and gets up at like 7:30 to go to bed. So it's like crazy. Did you have a stroke there while you typed that there, redneck?
Now, if I could do a good redneck, I would, but apparently Liam Neeson is in talks with Seth MacFarlane to remake The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson in the Leslie Nielsen role. Oh, I don't know about that. You need someone who's goofy, which is what Leslie Nielsen portrays, but who also looks and sounds serious. It's an interesting mix. He was a good Canadian, that Leslie Nielsen. No scandals that I can think of. So he's just like Weird Al in that he did his stuff and he was quiet otherwise.
That was the knowledge moment.
That was
who? What? Oh, you know who? Oh, I don't know if he could put like. And I know people are gonna shit on this. I don't know how you got, but I really think like Steve Carell could pull that off. That he can like I don't you can't replace Liam Neeson, but I'm just saying if you're gonna get a guy who can look serious, like think of the character. I mean, I have not watched a lot of The Office, I will confess, but the ones I have watched, he can look very serious, but he's a fucking idiot. So when you said that, it has to be someone like looks like he can be serious, but at the same time he's a fucking idiot.
And Steve Carell does have the acting chops. I've seen him in a few movies where he is serious and he's really good.
So I think he might be able to put. Liam Neeson was so good at that fucking role.
Which role?
Or Liam, Naked Gun, dude. Fucking, I know I'm fucking his name.
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. Yes, because I saw Liam Neeson and it fucked me up. But yeah, that guy. So, but yeah, I think Steve Carell could do it.
I used to be a night owl, Heather, but I can't do it anymore. If I stay up till 1 a.m, I am screwed for the next day because for whatever reason, my internal clock always wakes me up between 8 and 9 now. Well, there have been days where it's been 11 o'clock in the morning, but my day is screwed at that point. I can't do it.
And yeah, I hate days like that. I don't like yeah, if I sleep till like 10 o'clock, my day's all screwed up.
Yeah.
Like I get all like, fuck, I lost a bunch of times, right? Like,
and today is one of my days off. So if I were to sleep in until 11 today, I would have to forego the gym in order to be doing this show on time because everything falls into place for me on my days off.
Yeah, and that's understandable. That's completely understandable. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So Heather was at a pub and we are kind of the chaser at the end of the night for her, where it's like her cool down moment. Awesome. I like that. That's cool.
Yes, I like that. Rock could totally be Nordberg. Oh, that would be awesome. He would be perfect. Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Yes. Yeah. Leslie Nielsen in his earlier career was a drama. Yeah. Yeah. And that makes sense, because if you look at Leslie Nielsen and you listen to how he talks, he does fit that role. But the great turn as a funny guy. I think the TV show Naked Gun, was that from the 60s or something?
Mm-hmm. I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
yes, he was.
If
Yeah.
I was going to, before we go on to Robin Williams, do you think about the funny movies Leslie Nielsen did? Like Dracula Dead and Loving It, The Naked Guns,
Yeah.
when he was the president in Scary Movies. Like, it was great. He was awesome.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was great.
Now, I found the movie that I had watched. I believe it's an Irish movie. It's from 2004. It's called Adam and Paul. It's not the greatest movie, but it's a kind of an interesting character study. Decent movie. I don't know if it was popular or just underrated or low budget or what have you, but Adam and Paul from 2004.
Nice.
Men with Brooms. Haven't seen that yet.
It was good. I liked it. I haven't seen it in a long, long time. But yes, I liked it.
Heather, it's to do with the culture. And here in the West, in the Western world, usually our comedians are more energetic and upbeat. I mean, you look at guys like Dane Cook, and for the flip side, look at Bill Hicks. You got to know who Bill Hicks is. He was on the opposite end of the energy spectrum, but he was just as great. Robin Williams was one of those guys who not only thought on his feet and could probably do an hour without any material prepared, but he was always upbeat and energetic. And apparently here in the West, that's what we really like, is upbeat energy in our comedy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. Yep. Yep.
You know what? I've got the original Poseidon Adventure on my movie list. I'm going to get to that at some point. I like the Benny Hill theme. Benny Hill, not so much, but I love the theme music.
Yeah, I get a kick out of the theme music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that. Right.
There's this really morbid thing that someone used the Benny Hill music for. Apparently, there was a TV commercial from at least a few years ago, probably 10 or 15 years ago, where kids are playing soccer in a field, and a bunch of soccer moms on the side, and the daughter of one of the soccer moms scores a goal, and then it's at that moment where everyone's the happiest. All of a sudden, a bomb goes off, so she found a landmine. So the commercial's all about landmines that are still planted all over the world, but someone dubbed the Benny Hill theme over it. Oh my God, it's pretty morbid.
That is fucking morbid.
Yeah, yakety sax. Chad got it. Old man Chad. Never liked Rob, not in anything, not as an actor or a comedian. Come on, man. It's got to. I liked him in What Dreams May Come.
I liked him in Dead Poet Society.
Yes, Captain, my Captain. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And he was good in I'm so drawing a blank. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
And Ben Affleck. What was that fucking movie? Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
He was pretty okay in that one.
He was very good.
I liked him in 1 Hour Photo.
That was different. Yeah.
That was like, wow. Because I'd always grown up. Like, I mean, I'd seen Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and I'd watched Dead Poet Society, but that 1 Hour Photo was like, holy, because he'd done all the fun stuff, like Mrs. Doubtfire, and was the voice of the genie, and all his other crazy shit, and then he's in that. Good Morning Vietnam was good.
Did you ever see Insomnia with Al Pacino?
Yes, that was good too. That was really, because that was Hilary Swank or Ashley.
Yeah, that was Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank as well. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I remember going into that like thinking, holy shit. right?
My girlfriend and I still watch Mr. Bean to this day, every once in a while.
Mr. Bean. Oh, I love Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean's great.
Yeah, I love the card. Just the shorts, not the movies, just the shorts.
It's his comedy. Yeah, I guess his comedy is not for everyone. Like Heather was saying earlier, some comedy is definitely regional, some is universal. Yeah.
Most definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Some will appeal to all, some will appeal only to some.
Yeah. I remember I watched
Remember?
What Dreams May Come, but I don't remember anything from it. Was that the one with Cuban Gooding Jr. in it too?
I remember it. I remember. You remember. I remember.
You remember? I remember.
His wife committed suicide, and he had to go rescue her from purgatory.
Okay, I don't remember. I haven't seen that one then. I don't remember.
I didn't see that one. I saw something about Best Dad from like 2009, where he plays a dad who finds that his son has killed himself, and he's got to try and cover up how it happened. I found that British humor is, and I don't mind it, it's kind of dry, but it does subtly get its point across.
Yeah, like I quite enjoyed Eddie Izzard, like his older stuff. Quite enjoyed it. Jim Jeffries is Australian, but again, like it's a little different. It's not quite British. It's a little more upbeat than British humor, but he lived in America for quite a few years, so it's definitely a mix of the two, right?
He lived in England for a while, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because in the gun story, he talks about how they got broken into while he's in Manchester.
Yeah.
By guys with machetes. And they're like, oh, can you imagine if you had a gun? And Jim's like, well, I was naked at the time. I wasn't wearing my holster. And I know this is old. This is an old bit, but I'd never listened to his second set of comedy. His second special was called Freedom, right, with D-U-M-B. Okay. And he talks about how interesting and how protective, like especially, the Americans are over their guns, and how he's like, he is an atheist, and he said how he has destroyed the religion. He hates religion, destroyed in this comedy bit. He's like, I've got a handful of notes from religious people. He's like maybe 5, and the previous 15 years of comedy. In between his 2 specials, which was like 5 or 6 months, he's like, I was getting at least 5 to 6 a day from gun people. Like the fanatics with both their guns. Yeah. Yeah.
Billy Connolly is such a treasure. He was in a movie from, I think, 2001 with Judi Davis, The Man Who Sued God. That's a pretty decent movie. I've always liked Billy Connolly every time I've seen him on screen. I saw him most recently from 1993, Indecent Proposal, with Demi Moore, Woody Harrelson, and Robert Redford. He had a very short role in that, but I love seeing Billy Connolly. He was in one of the X-Files movies too. He's pretty good. Yes, really. And when Heather first showed up, there was a British show called Are You Being Served that I really liked. My mom.
Are You Being Served? Yeah, I remember watching a little bit of it, because it was on the TV up north. So yeah, I remember seeing it a few times.
I like Craig Ferguson. I liked it when he was on The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. Man, he had some good bits. I saw Boondock Saints 2 last year. It's a pretty good movie, but good Lord, Julie Benz, she just takes that accent way too far. It's overacting in accents, but if you can get past that, it's a pretty good movie. Jesus Christ. Are you being for Mrs. Slocum? Yes. I can't remember the names of anyone else, but I can see their faces. Some things just stick with you, just out of nowhere. They pop up.
And I know we've talked about this recently, and I mean, this is our show, so I don't care if we talk about it again. That, you think about a show and it takes you back to that certain, because you said, your mom watched Are You Being Served? And I'm sure that takes you back to a time living in the house on Crooked River, and you just remember mom watching it. Like you said, they smoked in the house, and so you might even remember the haze of smoke and the whole 9 yards, right? Yeah. So you remember that, and it's just like when we talk about, when my mind goes to think about like Rocky and Bullwinkle and Dudley Do-Right, because that was on YTV at 5:00 every weekday.
Yep.
And when Dad, like I know I've said this, when Dad was gone to work, we'd get like pizza pops or grilled cheese with Ichiban for dinner, right? And it was junky food while Dad was at work, and we'd watch it. I just remember being cold out, like because it was like winter, right? Because it was it was winter, fucking 9 months out of 12 in Mackenzie, right? So it's cold as fuck, right? I'm joking. It's really not that cold, but
Well, not anymore.
no.
I've seen Craig Ferguson interview a lot of people, but not Billy Connolly or Michael Caine. Jesus, Michael. I'm Michael Caine.
I liked him in the Batman trilogy that he was in. Like
Yeah.
the Dark Knight one. He was quite good as Alfred. I quite enjoyed him in that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done a lot over the years. I saw the most recent Michael Caine movie I saw was Jaws 4. Now, while it's a terrible movie,
Jaws the Revenge, okay.
yeah, especially the ending, Michael Caine looked like he was having fun in it. So I can't really fault him for that. Apparently he did it for the money. Hey, when you're an actor, you got to do stuff.
Speaking of that, Jaws was on TV, and I watched 1 and 2 over the weekend. And I still quite enjoy those. Jaws is like one of my favorite movies.
Star Trek TNG, I used to watch that too. Yes. On ITV, yes. I would watch that every once in a while.
Yeah, my dad loved it. So we watched Star Trek The Next Generation all the time.
Yeah, I was a fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is up, Corey? Corey on the east coast of the Canada.
Are you back on the boat yet, Corey? Or fishing yet? Or what's going on?
Michael Caine. Yeah. Well, of course. I mean, Christopher Nolan's a talented guy. He knows talent when he sees it. And Michael Caine is a legend. Well, I say he's a legend. I don't know what Heather has to say about that. We'll see in a minute.
That Michael Caine is a legend? Or what?
Yeah. She'll let us know if she thinks Michael Caine is a legend.
It's a lot of craps.
It is. Burgess Meredith. Yeah. Loves me some Burgess Meredith. I saw a film from 1976 called Burnt Offerings. Burgess Meredith and Sir Oliver Reed and Karen Black. It's an all right movie, but it's because of that movie that Brad Anderson wrote Session 9. So he and his co-writer for that movie. It's because they were really creeped out by that movie. 125,000 pounds. Whoa. Well, you got your work cut out for you, that's for sure.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know if you saw this on social media. I wanted to bring this up. This was from, I think, last Christmas, somewhere around early December. I couldn't find the actual post, but I found something that was very similar to it. Before I get to it, at about $10 a pound, good Lord. If you're pocketing most of that money, you are going to retire soon, good sir. A lot more. Well, yeah, that's unfortunately what happens. I mean, you got to keep working, and sometimes you got to do some stuff. Heather, did you ever see a Michael Caine movie from 2009 called Harry Brown? And if so, what did you think? The Canadian military. So apparently, and this is misinformation, don't believe it. Apparently, the Canadian military is going to be deployed in major cities to lock people into their homes under the guise of COVID. Again, I couldn't find the actual post on Facebook. I looked for it, but I couldn't find it. So this is the next most wishy-washy thing. Did you ever hear about that BS?
That is a first. I have not heard that. Okay.
Yeah, good. It would take me a while to find the actual post, but if I do, I'll definitely bring it up. You can't believe everything you see on social media either.
No shit. Well, we just figured this fucking shit out. Of course you can't.
Yeah.
And that's like And that's what like you said earlier, that video you played, and now we've come full circle as we're probably getting ready to shut her down here and getting close anyways. You can't, but like when people say, we can't trust the media. So you're supposed to just trust Facebook? You're supposed to trust like zimbabwe.org/covidbad.za? Like who the fuck? It's just holy fuck.
Yeah, De Niro did a lot of trashy stuff. He did a lot of stuff that wasn't great in the 80s. In the 90s, it got better. Mad Dog and Glory comes to mind.
Sunday.
That was Pacino, Any Given Sunday.
Oh, yeah, not De Niro. Pacino. De Niro. What else I'm trying to think. Oh, he was okay in Meet the Fockers and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that. The Fan was pretty good.
I liked The Fan with Wesley Snipes as well. Yeah. Oh, I guess that's what you get for having kids. Hey, Corey, maybe you should have just said no to the vax, and you should have marched for your freedom, bro. Oh, my freedom. Oh,
so Heather was going to use the context for cigarettes that they call them over there, but
I thought they were called fags.
They are called fags over there, but you can't say that. Right now, a pack of cigarettes are $21, I think, for a pack of Expert A Gold.
20 or 25 pack?
25 pack.
25 pack. Okay.
Yeah.
And is that the king size or the regs?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't know. You know, Chad, there's a friend on my Facebook. Her name is Sarah. She is a journalist. I would love to talk to her about.
Sarah Offen?
No.
No. 17 euro. Or it'd be, about 17 euro for a pack of cigarettes right now, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry Brown's a pretty good film. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
$15 for a pack of darts. So 13, and yeah. My Irish buddy actually gets his tobacco from Czechoslovakia. No, he orders it like a big thing of it. He rolls them. I can't remember where the hell he gets his tobacco from, but he buys it by the bag, like old school, rolls it.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Where the fuck does he? I can't remember where he gets it from. We've talked about it before, too, but I can't remember.
Look at this. Anyone who hates masks, look at what Corey has to do. He has to sleep with the fucking thing on. That is fucked.
Yeah. Stupid. Do we have no Karen videos?
We don't. I looked at them, and it's just, people yelling at each other. There's nothing really fun at the moment with Karen videos. Ronan is great. Jonathan Pryce is in that, and so are some other people. I love Ronan. Great car chase. Of course, that's the one thing that everybody brings up about that movie. $17 for a 20-pack. Wow.
Oh, excuse me. Blah.
Blame it on Rio. Man, I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it. I bet Really Mysterious is going to chime in on that one because he's old enough. I bet he's seen it. You don't care? Yeah, of course. Well, then again, if you're on a boat, so you should be okay. But if you're in confined spaces with other people, okay, I get it. But still, that's kind of
heat doesn't count. That's low-hanging fruit.
Because it's great.
Because it's so awesome. Yeah.
Have you seen the movie that it was based on or retooled from, which is a TV movie from 1989 called L.A. Takedown?
No.
It's pretty good for
pretty
its
solid
time.
As well. Yeah.
Same director, Michael Mann.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have not seen that. I didn't even know it was a remake, to be honest with you.
It's decent. Luckily, Michael Mann did enough over the next few years in his career that he was able to go back and rewrite and put more stuff into the movie and make it the great movie that it is today. So good on him for that.
So what are your plans for the weekend?
Oh, wow. Really forgot about that movie. Well, there you go. I haven't seen it yet, so you both got one up on me. Well, as usual, this weekend I'll be at my job. And that's usually, the weekend is usually when I do the majority of my movie watching.
Yeah.
So my current movie list, I'm at 205 entries. So by my calculations, if I can do 50 movies a month, I'll be done February, March, April. I should be done by the end of May, but that's not going to happen because I can go on the IMDb for a half hour and boom, I got 50 more entries. So it's never going to. Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah. For the first time in actually quite a while, I am getting white girl wasted tomorrow night.
Really?
Yep.
How come?
It's our Christmas party for our shop.
Christmas
party. We usually have it in January, but we didn't have time to because it was busy. So yeah, we're gonna tie both 12 on and have a good time tomorrow night. So I haven't done that. Fuck, it's been. I think the last time I even got half drunk was when Sarah was here in the summer at Cornfest. So
you don't drink like you used to? You don't do the old shotgun?
No. Oh, I'm sure I'll do some shotguns tomorrow night. I'm positive I'm going to. But yeah, no, I don't. I don't know. It just, and it's not that it's a bad thing, but it's okay not to party like I used to. So, yeah.
Man, I saw Roadhouse last year with my girlfriend. It's kind
don't
of
don't you fucking dare say a goddamn bad word about Roadhouse.
It like Frank says, you pull out your brain, you stuff your face with popcorn.
Yeah, and fucking Patrick Swayze's fucking penis tightening pants against his belly. Fuck Roadhouse. Roadhouse.
Have you not heard that term, Heather? White girl wasted? Yeah, it's great. That's been around for a while.
And yeah, Heather, when I'm really gonna get fucked up, it's Irish white girl wasted. Because that means you're gonna go hard in the paint. God damn it, Corey Turner. That's in the middle of the show. Well, that's his ship. Sweet, you're gonna need a bigger boat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Nice. Okay, what was that? The first picture. Well, that looks like some pretty. Oh, that is awesome, Corey. Yeah, see, Corey lives in like a village. Like I said, it looks fucking amazing.
Because he's on the East Coast, so he's got like a lighthouse and stuff.
That's excellent, Corey. Wow, that's awesome.
I liked Under Siege. I thought that was probably one of the better Steven Seagal movies, if not the best, particularly because of the supporting cast.
Yes, the supporting cast was awesome. See, and that Sarah threw me off there. But there's lots of those like Bloodsport. That is a leave your brain, but I love that. I was like,
That's great,
right? Like a lot of those movies, like so Roadhouse, Bloodsport, Terminator 2. I like Terminator's okay, but Terminator 2 is far superior.
Terminator 2 is awesome. Yeah, the female doctor in Roadhouse, I think that was Kelly Lynch. Yeah, she was pretty hot for her time.
Yeah, she's a dime. She's straight dime, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$25K. Well, then again, if no one wants to live there, house prices would be that low.
Yeah. Mark for Death was pretty awesome.
Was that 1990?
I think in there. See, and I don't like those action movies are awesome. Like one that I don't think anyone talks about enough is Romeo Must Die.
Jet Li.
That was an awesome movie.
That was filmed here.
Yeah, it was a great movie. I quite enjoyed that.
Aaliyah was in it too.
Yeah, and gosh, beautiful woman. What a beautiful girl.
Yes, and she was in Queen of the Damned. I think that was her last movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Sucks.
Yeah. Another thing about movies. Yeah.
That's a good Chad.
That's good, Chad. Here's some pudding, Chad. Here's your pudding, and I tell you.
Pudding.
All right, so we're getting to the end. Have you got a song you would like to share with the audience? Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. I was young when I saw that movie.
Oh my God.
Tide. Wow. When she pops out of that cake.
Yeah.
Even to this day.
like Beavis said.
Oh, so there's a song from a guy who has been dead for I don't know how many years now, at least a good 10 years. He's from Hawaii. His name is Israel, and I'm going to butcher his last name, not intentionally. Kamekawewole.
Watch your mouth. How dare you? You're going to get us kicked off YouTube.
I know. So I think his most famous song, he's a big guy who played a ukulele, and I don't understand how, because when you're that big, your fingers are big. How do you get the chords correctly without screwing up the chord itself? Because you should see the size of this guy.
He
Not to
was a
put him
big
down.
dude. Yeah, no,
He was a big
he was
dude.
a fat fuck. Yep.
Yeah. And I don't listen to the song all the time because knowing what I know about him, I just tear up. Somewhere Over the Rainbow. What a
Great
great
song.
rendition of that
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
So mine actually came from a few weeks ago. I'm kind of doing like a folk group with my guitarist and his dad. And Bill had got up by himself. Wild Bill has been performing for years. And he did a Mark Cohen song. Now, of course, Mark Cohen is known for the song Walking in Memphis,
Oh, yeah.
which is one of the most beautiful songs ever. I get goosebumps just thinking about the song. What a beautiful song. But song number 3 on that album is called Silver Thunderbird. And it's a song about his dad and this Thunderbird. And everyone over here will know what a Thunderbird looks like, but just wings and chrome. Well, Bill had done a version of it with a guitar. Of course, Mark Cohen is a pianist, and Bill's version was outstanding. So I really want to learn it so I can perform it with Bill. Like I could sing with him for it. But so Silver Thunderbird from Mark Cohen's 1991 album, the same album as Walking in Memphis. It's song 3 though. What an amazing song. No Love for the Fugitive. I like The Fugitive.
Fugitive is a great Andrew Davis movie. Good Lord. It's very well paced. It's very well shot.
So Heather, there's actually, I got to, because I haven't pumped him up in a long time. So my cousin, Drew Gregory, is a country music singer. And he has a song out. It's on YouTube called Shitting in the Barn. Anyone wants a good laugh at a good country song that I'm like, yeah, it's good. And you might not understand a lot of it. Like the 4-H club and the parties and talking, but yeah, it's called Shitting in the Barn. My cousin did it, and I love the song.
Really Mysterious had mentioned Blown Away, which is a great movie from 1994, The Hunted, which is a good movie from I think 2003, and of course No Country for Old Men, which is great. Yes, I will.
I'm gonna have to write that down because I'll never fucking. I'm gonna write it down right now because I will have to, or I'll be messaging you later, going, "Hey, what the fuck did really want us to watch again?"
But he says Hilarious House of Frankenstein. Earlier, he said Hilarious House of Frightenstein. So have we crossed over into a different reality during this stream or something? Or what? Are you pulling the old Mandela effect on us? What are you doing, man? Yes, Heather, country and Western is very North American, as Chad was saying. But I would imagine folk music over there across the pond is pretty big. If you ever saw, and I wouldn't surprise me if you did, there's a movie from 2013 called A Field in England. Strange movie, but it's got some folk music in it, and I don't even know why I'm trying to compare the two, but country and Western music here might be similar to folk music over there on your side of the ocean.
Is that song by, who did she say? And would it be by Daniel Boone, Beautiful Sunday? I mean, I'm always into checking out some new music. So, if you want to, Heather, there's a song by a band here, a Canadian band called Spirit of the West. And the song is called Home for a Rest. And it's a good old, it talks about them going over to London and getting drunk and drinking in bars. And it's a great song. So I will definitely listen to it, Heather. I downloaded it. So, but yeah, Home for a Rest by Spirit of the West. It's great song. And it's such a great story about the band. The lead singer unfortunately has some sort of dementia or something, and he had to have surgery. But the band is still performing. I had heard, I don't know if they're still going, but what was going on was the lead singer had hooked up a foot pedal to his lyrics. and he would step to turn the page for the guy so he could read the lyrics and they could still perform.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so
anything the Tea Party does is great. I recommend the 1996 album Alhambra, which I love.
He's passed away now. Okay, I didn't realize he'd passed away, but yeah, it was pretty sad. Yeah. The Tea Party Painted Black was good. I got honestly the Gob version. Off Stir of Echoes. I love that version of Painted Black, and that's a good movie too.
That's a good movie. Kevin Bacon.
That was a great movie. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is a great song. Home for a Rest, Spirit of the West. That's another awesome, great Canadian song.
Nice.
So.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here now.
Okay, thank you, everybody. What an awesome show. Thanks, guys. And thanks for sticking around so long, everybody.
Ending on a high note. I'm so glad that everyone showed up and stuck around, including Chad. Well, Sarah was here for a while. Really, who came back. That's so awesome. The Redneck, Heather, Dad was here for a bit. The Corey Turner was here, and Jolene, my good old friend, she stopped in for a while. Transmission. That is a great album. Psychopomp is my favorite song from that album. Although Emerald, that's a very close second.
Okay, and my Tea Party song that I remember that just sticks out, and I know I kind of told the story. Sorry, guys, but it was Heaven Coming Down, and it was really big when I was. Did that get overplayed for you, or you?
At the time, no. I think it was played just right.
Okay. But just the way you went, I thought maybe you didn't like it. But I think I've told this story. I was working in a mill, a planer, and it was basically like a huge wind tunnel. It was like if it was minus 35 outside, it was minus 60 in there. It was always cold. It got so cold that my Walkman froze. But I could still listen to the radio, but the gears had frozen in the Walkman.
Yeah.
And I remember being cold, but Heaven Coming Down came on twice. Like once I was working graveyards, once overnight, and then it came on in the morning. And that was a big Shiny Tunes 4. We were going to Prince Georgia partying a lot, so I really, really remember that song just stands out when we talk about Tea Party. So anyways, wrap this bitch up.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming here, for sticking around. This is becoming I'll liken it to what Heather was talking about earlier. When she goes to the pub, she has a drink with friends. This is almost like that. This is like having a digital drink with friends, just hanging around, bullshitting, talking. It's great. I love doing it every Thursday, particularly because I don't have many friends with which to hang out here in real life. So this is another great reason to have the internet. So
it is.
Yes, it was very fun. Thanks, you, Chad.
Guys.
So now you can go back to your pudding in your wheelchair, and to all the rest of you, Nazareth, Scottish Nazareth. Yes, we've heard of Nazareth.
I love that she says, "All right, we're supposed to go," but Nazareth, like that song, "I'm a bad, bad boy, and I'm gonna steal." That's what I thought about singing when I came on because I got a Facebook ban. But anyways, let's get the fuck out of here. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, everyone. We'll see you next Thursday. Take care.